we really shouldn't be worrying about these repressive regimes and international law and what I mean. But then I think of Iraq. That was our same idea in Iraq, and we expected flowers from citizens, and it was a really bad regime, and it just is a slippery slope. And sometimes I think you sort of have to respect that it might be going a little bit beyond what our optically the rest of the world looks at us and how we do things, and you have to respect things even if it's very distasteful. For example, regimes that you don't like. Go ahead.
Sure. Well, a little historic context here. Venezuela had been, prior to Hugo Chavez and then subsequently Maduro, had the democratic institutions well established, long time, a prosperous nation. That's different than what was in Iraq. Using Iraq as a comparison to what's taking place
I
in
didn't mean that.
Venezuela
I just meant that. No, I'm not comparing it to Iraq in any other way other than to say there are distasteful regimes around, and it would be easy to say we're going to do this for the people and bring them in. For example, Iran right now. Would it be would it be reasonable to think that some type of something that greases the skids to a regime change in Iran, would that be okay for the U.S. to be involved with?
I think the better play for Iran is for the Iranian people to organically engage in regime change. And you're seeing that play out right now, has been for the last 2 weeks. And the United States should support that where it's appropriate. And this is why I say, look, if you look at what's taking place in the Western Hemisphere, communism is being roundly rebuked up and down the hemisphere, with the exception of New York City. But if you look at what's taking place, for example, a recent election in Honduras, the party in power, the Libre Party, which was led by Castro and the candidate Moncada, didn't even get 20% in the election. So you can look at see what's taking place in Chile, Peru, Argentina. We probably will see that take place in Colombia before it's all over with. Gustavo Petro is on his way out, in my opinion, politically. We saw it happen in Honduras. What we're seeing is a rebuke of communism, and whatever you want to call it, you can call it democratic socialism if it makes you feel better, but it's communism. It doesn't work, and we're going to see that happen elsewhere. It will continue to be rebuked. It's a failed experiment. And what we're trying to do, and what we've done here, is taken into custody a fugitive from justice in the United States who's been indicted in the Southern District of New York, along with his wife, who was also, most of the American people didn't realize that she was under a grand jury sealed indictment as well. So this was a